What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we've got the 5th T20 between Bangladesh and Australia. Bangladesh win by... Wow. Woo! Bangladesh win by... I don't know if I'm ready. 60 runs! 60 fucking runs! Bangladesh win by in the 5th T20. Now, if you told me that this was going to happen 2 days ago after we won the 4th T20, I would have said, hey, calm down, mate. Not happening. And now we've just completely embarrassed ourselves. I said, as an Australian, that, we won the 4th T20. Great. That's great. That's a good start. But we need to win this 5th T20, and we need to probably do it comfortably. Give the team a bit of confidence as we ship out and we go back to Australia. I assume that's where they're all going, back home. We need to have a bit of confidence and a bit of joy around the T20 aura of Australia World Cup. But we come out with this bullshit. I mean, credit to Bangladesh because they bowled incredibly well. They fielded great and they set a decent total. I heard Dan Christian the other day. Of course, Dan Christian isn't one of the most experienced players out there, if not the most experienced player out there. He's played everywhere in the world on any T20. He's played in England, the Caribbean, Pakistan, but anywhere you can imagine, Dan Christian has gone and he has played lots of cricket there. He's been around for a long time. Doesn't matter if it hasn't been at international level because he's done it in T20 competitions. And where I'm getting to is that he said this is the hardest pitch he has ever played on ever. He said that it is so unpredictable and these pitches, I won't check it, but he did say that these are some of the this is one of the worst pitches he's ever played cricket on. Like, it's just so hard to predict, so hard to bat. Which, is not what T20 cricket's about. Is about hitting sixes and fours and, making good totals and seeing if the other team can chase it. But you have to give credit because Bangladesh have put on a good show with their bowling. So you have to give credit. 122. Here we go. Player of the series, Shakib Al Hasan. He did have a great series. One of the best all-rounders in the world. So I do love Shakib Al Hasan. He's one of my favourite players, or one of my favourite all-rounders. So... I give a little clap to him. And player of the match, Shakib Al Hasan, again, 4 for 9 off 3.4. And scored 11, handy little 11 with the bat. So now we go to the Bangladesh opening. Batted first. Did they have any changes? I don't think so. But Mehdi Hassan, 13. Mohammad Naeem, 23. Shakib Al Hasan batting at number 3, which is pretty cool. 11. Suma Sarkar, 16. The skipper, Mahmudullah, 19. Nurul Hassan, 8. Hafif Hussain, 10. Oh, this guy's new. Mosadek Hossain, 4. He scored 4, okay. Muhammad Safuddin, he's new as well. Wow, he went out for a diamond duck. Jeez, that's sad. And then what's his name? Mustafizur Rahman. I can never say his first name right. I'm sorry. Not out. And I just want to talk about Bangladesh's batting lineup. No one scored over 23. Like, normally, if a team doesn't score over... If one player doesn't score over 20 fucking 3, you are chasing that total down. It's just so frustrating as an Australian to know that this T20 team that Bangladesh have put together is not even their best team. They're missing like 3 to 4 of their best players in this team. I won't list them all off, but they are missing some quality players from this top order especially, and especially a few bowlers. So, you have to, if anything, it just reminds you that, the world cricket isn't as distant as it used to be. Back in 1980, back in 1990, it was always New Zealand, Australia, England, Sri Lanka, India, even South Africa that were the top end teams that no other team could touch. But now we get to now when there's T20 competitions everywhere. ODIs are happening all the time. Now, teams like Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Ireland, even Scotland. I mean, these teams are starting to get wins against other quality opposition. So, I mean, if you're a fan of Bangladesh or any of those other countries that haven't been great at cricket, now is the time to jump on board and be the #1 supporter of your country. Because in 10 years, Bangladesh is going to be one of the best teams in the world. And it's going to happen. Cricket is going to be balanced out a lot in the future. So it's actually, it is exciting for sure. So we go to the bowlers. Turner, 1 for 16 off 2. I mean, it is good to see Turner bowling. You know, he's trying to give himself another option of getting into that T20 World Cup team. Agar, you know, you guys know my thoughts about Agar. I prefer him as a batsman. He's, you know, I don't classify him as an all-rounder. I just don't think he brings enough vary as a bowler. But look, if we can get another spin option, especially in subcontinent pitches, and we can get 4 overs out of another spinner, then that's quality. 1 for 28 off 4. Zampa, 1 for 24 off 4. Nathan Ellis. You know, the only positive that we've taken out of this series as an Australian team was Mitchell Marsh, and how good Mitchell Marsh has been from the West Indies tour to now this Bangladesh tour. He's been consistent the whole way through. So he is, you know, he's been happy. But Nathan Ellis has played 2 games. The last 2, took a hat-trick in the last game, and now comes out with a twofer. Very economical. And he is putting his name up in bright lights for a spot in that T20 World Cup squad. Now, he's a chance to be in the squad. Will he play a game? Probably not. But for someone like him, that would be huge for him to be in the squad when, you know, 2 games ago, he was not even in consideration at all. So, you know, I am happy for him. You know, absolutely, he's and he can actually hit the ball as well, which is exciting. DC Christian, 2 for 17 off 4. Love that. Good to see the old man still bowling. And Sweppo, none for 14 off 2. So, now we get into the train wreck that was the Australian batting lineup. I don't even want to look, to be real honest with you. Guys, I don't know where to go with this. Dan Christian opened. I liked it. Went out for 3. Wade, 22 off 22. I mean, you're the skipper. You've had a pretty average series as skipper. I love Wadey. Everyone knows that Matthew Wade is one of my favourite players in any format of Australian cricket. I've loved Matthew Wade for years and years and years. And he actually is a decent captain, like with his bowling changes and the way he sets fields. But, I mean, he just hasn't stood up with the bat. But then again, who has? I mean, no one has stood up with the bat, to be honest. I mean, he top scored, so you can't really talk shit, can you? 22 off 22. Marshy, who cares what Marsh did, because he has had a great tour. So I want nothing but good praise for Mitchell Marsh. We love that. Ben McDermott going for 17. Carey for 3. I mean, for someone that's meant to be a great player of spin, he has not had a great series against spin. Alex Carey, that's one of the things that has been a big vocal point of Carey, is that he can play spin very well. He's a great player of spin. He hasn't proved it. On Reeks, I love you, Moses, but to be honest, Mozzie, you have not done yourself any good of getting in that T20 World Cup squad, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I still think he'll get a spot in the World Cup squad, but he'll be one of the most depth players in there. You know, he would require Mitchell Marsh, Stoinis, Dan Christian to all get injured, which we never want. So look, you know, this could be one of the last series that Enriques plays for Australia, which, you know, is really sad for me. I hope it's not, because I know he has a lot more great cricket in him, but I just don't think we take him on a series to Bangladesh or West Indies anymore. You know, he has never been a great player of spin. He has obviously played on a lot of pitches here in Australia. He's never really been on those tours. He's never really gone and played a lot of T20 series or competitions overseas. So, you know, it is unfortunate, but, you know, it's okay, because I love you, Mozzie. Turner, 1. Agar, 2. Alice, 1. Sweppo, 1. Zampa, 4. We're going to the bowlers. Mahedi Hassan, none for 20. Nasoom Ahmed, who has been great this whole series. I mean, he's been terrific. 2 for 8 off 2. Rahman, none for 3 off 1. Mohammad Safadin, 3 for 12 off 3. Shakib Al-Assam, 4 for 9 off 3.4. And the skipper, Mahmudullah, 1 for 9 off 1. So, hey, that is going to cap it off. Bangladesh win a comfortable T20 series 4-1. Shit, man. I mean, where to as an Australian? I don't know. I mean, what's the next cricket match to be played? I mean, like, when's the next cricket match that Australia play? I think we play a game against Afghanistan. I think we play a test match against Afghanistan soon. One-off test match in 27th of November. Obviously, the IPL coming up for a lot of our Australians in September. I mean, let's just look it up. Australian cricket schedule. I mean, maybe we can see when the next time we play. Oh, shit. It's a long way away, isn't it? Okay, so the next time I get to watch Australia play cricket for our country is in 27th of fucking November. Are you serious? Like, we couldn't have any more T20s on our home soil. Like, we couldn't at least play 2 T20s against New Zealand. Like, they're so close. Just do a little trip down to fucking New Zealand, play a few test matches against them. I mean, a few T20s, sorry, and get some preparation. It makes no sense to me how they schedule our stuff. And then the Ashes, of course, exciting for that. But, geez, we don't play for a while. India are obviously playing a lot of cricket right now. But, hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Congratulations to Bangladesh and all the fans out there. Congratulations. Enjoy the series win. You know, it is a historic series win for the country. But, hey, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.